figures gather into a group, and he covers them over. Act 2, The Golden Gates. A group of people are under a large piece of orange material. The material moves and becomes various shapes manipulated by the actors. One figure in neutral mask pulls his head out from under the material. The effect should look like he is wearing the material as a cape. He pulls out the cape like a cocoon and continues to manipulate the moving mass. The figure then pulls out 3 other figures from the mass, gives the middle one a rope, which they hand to the other 2 beside them. This forms the ledge of the bridge. Behind them, the orange mass forms the shape of the Golden Gate Bridge. A woman, Lauren, walks to the front of the bridge.
The first one showed up after they plummeted to their death.
From behind the orange material, 3 faces pop out, one after the other.
They didn't mean to stay. They'd become part of the place as if cemented in the foundation of the bridge.
The faces turn to look at the right, say goodbye.
Then came the jumpers.
The figures holding the rope look over the side.
Then came me.
She steps towards the bridge, touches the rope. They lift it and put it on the other side of her. She hangs off, as if looking to jump.
And then there was... Hello? Can you point me to the place where the Victoria's Secret guy jumped off? What about the man who jumped once and lived and then jumped again to protest the war? What a magical place. Do you live here? Not here exactly. What about them? They're always here. Oh, how quaint. What a lovely day. Is the view better on the other side? No. You dropped your wallet. I'll get out my way out. Somebody could steal it. You're someone. Are you saying I could steal it? Are you going to? No. Then just leave it there. What a lovely day. You already said that. Well, I meant it more this time. My grandfather said you don't really mean it unless you say it thrice. That was the word he made up. It's twice, 2 times, that's 4 times, but it's thrice with an F. Gotcha. Thrice. Does that mean you're going to say it, it's a lovely day, 2 more times? It's just a beautiful day. Right. Did you know that the man who built this was a poet? My grandfather said writing poetry was something you did in jail, but this guy built a bridge. Then wrote a poem about it. No, he wasn't. It says right here in my brochure.
She points to her paper. Lauren grabs it and throws it over. The masked figures watch it fall.
You owe me a new pamphlet. It wasn't a poet. Strauss the poet took credit for Ellis's architectural work. It was a depression. A bunch of faceless people built this bridge because they had no other employment. The unpaid, exploited laborers ended up being the only thing that made the depression great. All we have to show for it is this stupid bridge.
All the neutral masked figures drop their material and start to build. Ellis regards the structure from afar, while Strauss works. Then he walks stage left and sits with the wife. He takes the mask off her face, another is underneath, and he puts it on her stomach. She stands up, drops the mask, they both stare at it. He goes back to work. He labors, and then becomes entranced by the water below. Another man steps forward. He takes off a mask and puts it on another person, who gives it back to him and leaves. He does this several times, but no one will keep the mask. He returns back to laboring and stares into the abyss. Another laborer appears nervous of heights. He clings to the side of the bridge, tries to do his work, but can't. A co-worker pushes him from behind, then grabs him. He slinks back from the edge and holds onto the bridge.
Which one do you think was the first to jump?
The rope is picked up again. They all look at Anna from the edge.
None of them.
The figures go back to behind, to being the bridge.
Maybe.
One of them pauses and looks back over the edge.
Everyone has a sad story to tell. What's yours? I'm not sad. You just said everyone has a sad story. What's yours? My grandfather said you shouldn't question someone who's who's looking down into the gut of hell because they're probably crazy. And I figure crazy people have the most interesting sad stories.
Thanks.
What do you see when you look down there?
I see possibilities.
What kind of possibilities?
New life, new places. Not having to go home to the places I know and the things I do.
I just see water.
There's that too.
A lot of water.
Right.
And usually where there's water, there are sharks.
That's pretty faulty logic.
Which I don't really mind. You can hit a shark on the nose and it'll run off crying, but what I don't like are the crabs.
Great.
They're like giant cockroaches with pinchers that will eat out your eyes.
You know, you're ruining my possibilities here.
Imagine what your body would look like after the crabs get to it.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Okay, maybe we should talk about something else.
Tell me about your possibilities again.
You know, I'm having trouble focusing on anything but crabs now.
Most people look forward or up and see possibilities. Why don't you look down, or why do you look down to find them?
I just don't feel like there's anywhere else to look.
Look that way.
I'll still fall this way, and eventually I'll have to look down.
And that's when the crabs will get your eyes.
But imagine things you would see on the way down.
A character comes out from the bridge and jumps in a slow motion fall. The scene mimics Alice falling down the rabbit hole with objects flying past her and people in neutral masks waving and reaching out to her as she falls. Eventually, she crumples to the floor.
It was good until that part.
Psychologists who have studied jumpers say that people don't actually think they'll hit the water after they jump. They think that right before they reach the surface, they'll be transported to another place, another world.
The bridge breaks apart and makes a shape that looks like an entranceway. Characters move back and forth in the entrance as if beckoning them in.
What's so great about another world? I mean, another place is just another place. No matter where you go, you're still there, and isn't that the problem with here?
No, here is the problem with here.
And go to Maine or India, Italy, anywhere but the spot under the bridge that's probably where the trolls are.
And crabs?
See?
I'm not saying I believe it, but I would like to know. Aren't you curious?
No. My grandfather always said curiosity is what you blame when you're drunk or stupid. I am not either.
Your grandfather is an interesting guy.
Was. He died last week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. He didn't really know who I was anyway.
Did he get Alzheimer's?
No, he was just crazy. He was always yelling stuff. Some of it was good advice. I just wish he didn't have to say it so loud.
How long was he like that?
As long as I can remember. And I have a pretty good memory.
He's in there.
Doesn't look like the kind of place he'd be into. He didn't really care for socializing.
I just want to see it, but I don't want to go alone.
No, you don't have to.
Lauren walks to the entrance while Anna follows behind. They get up close. A hand comes out to beckon them in.
Don't go in.
Why not?
People always regret it after they do it.
If they do it, how would we know they regretted it?
Because some of them don't succeed.
Lauren moves away from the entrance. The curtains close.
Have you ever read The Sorrows of Young Werther?
No.
There are people who kill themselves because they had read the book.
Did you read it?
No, it's long and whiny, and very German. But it's kind of like the bridge. It makes you realize that you have a choice.
Only until you die, and the choice is gone.
But it takes us somewhere, like a bridge, to another side.
But we can't come back. How bad could things really be?
The bridge starts to come apart. A figure steps forward. The figure starts wrapping herself in material. Then two other figures come and start wrapping her up. They tie her and manipulate her like a puppet.
Is that all of it?
Another figure steps out.
What's that?
It's nothing. Don't look at it.
She wraps herself in a large piece of fabric. Another person approaches her, takes the fabric, then puts it on someone else. He does this several times before bringing the fabric back to her. She holds it limp in her hands. Anna looks back over it. The figure smells